I'd like to welcome everybody out to another 5-minute webinar. My name is David McInnes, and please tweet your questions or comments to hashtag 5 minutes. Today we have Sarah with us, and she's going to talk about Myers-Briggs and customer service. So, Sarah, what's your big idea?
The big idea is that Myers-Briggs could improve your customer service. Just a little background on Myers-Briggs. It was started by Elizabeth Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, who took Carl Jung's psychology concepts and turned it into essentially a personality type assessment. It creates 16 unique personality types out of 4 dichotomies. So you have introverted versus extroverted, intuitive versus sensing, feeling and perceiving, or feeling and thinking, judging and perceiving. And this is kind of how people naturally prefer to interpret the world, both outwardly and inwardly. We can switch slides. Oh.
There we go.
All right. So Myers-Briggs can help in your organization, especially with employee cohesion, which is a lot of what I do. I go into different businesses and teach them about Myers-Briggs and their individual personality types. And one of the biggest points that I've ever experienced in one of them was having 2 employees talk about their different personality types based on how they tested with Myers-Briggs, and realizing that they didn't dislike each other. They just didn't communicate with each other the way they preferred because they were opposite types. And it actually increased their productivity significantly, which is one of the second things that it can do for your organization, is increase your productivity because people know how each other like to be talked to and how they take in information, which can be really big. For example, introverted people, they like to take in information more so versus writing versus verbally. But then they like time to reflect on it themselves and come back to it, versus extroverted people like to talk it out as they're going. So for like business meetings, this can be very important if you have a lot of introverted people, that it might be easier to send an email out before the meeting. And then I move something on my screen real quick. Improving morale in the environment. Of course, the more you have great communication, the more your environment's going to be productive, the more morale you're going to have. It's also positive. And now Myers-Briggs with your customers. As far as communication goes, interacting with your customers is a big deal, especially your first interaction with them. And getting to know Myers-Briggs, especially through a session with a practitioner, you can start to pick up on subtle hints of whether or not someone's introverted or extroverted. So if you have a customer, your customer service is based on that individual and how they might prefer it to be communication-wise. So you're not jumping on an introvert and making them feel uncomfortable, or leaving an extrovert too long without attention. And this can improve their experience because this is how they prefer to be communicated with, or to give communication outwardly. And it can prevent a lot of negative experiences that can come with miscommunication, or communicating with someone as they don't prefer, because they can take it as insulting, or most common, a lot of times, I think introverted people feel attacked by extroverted people, especially in a retail environment, because it's pushed so hard. Oh, make sure you're going and getting that, first contact in, be very assertive. And sometimes assertive is not as well received by some people.
There we go.
So why it matters, I believe knowledge is power. The more you know about your customers, the better customer service you can get. So if you know how to pick up those subtle hints of what they might be as far as their personality type, you can really give them an experience that they'll remember, and one that they'll want to happen again and again. And so they'll continually start coming to you. Customers talk. The better service you can give, the better word of mouth marketing that you'll get out of it. Give them something to talk about. And relational customers are what most businesses are looking for. And those are the customers that continue buying from your company based off of trust. The best way to really give them that trust is to give them an experience that they can't get anywhere else, and make them really feel like they're part of your business and your company as a patron. Thank you. You can visit my website, sarahklinke.com. You can contact me. It has, I believe, even my cell phone number on it, my email and stuff. And I'd love to hear about your business and what you can do to help with your customer service.
So we'd like to invite everybody to visit Sarah's website. We really at Cranberry believe in this Myers-Briggs stuff. It's at the heart of everything we do. Let Sarah help you untangle it and understand it. Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it.